And now, BillyCBoxing.com presents Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down with Billy C. Here he is, Billy C.
Thank you, Jeremy C. We're coming at you from the Billy C. studio in Lake George, New York. I'm Bill Calogero, and it's time for BillyCBoxing.com's Professional Boxing's Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down for today, October 12th in the year 2012. First and foremost, I got to remind everybody, Fight Now TV. That's right. I'm reminding you to call your local television provider and tell them that you want Fight Now right now on your sports channel lineup. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, combat sports is Fight Now TV. We can be watched on Fight Now every single day, so check it out. All the information about the channel, www.fightnow.com. And speaking of Fight Now, we are doing a post-fight show immediately following the Nonito Donaire and Tikashoka Nikashaka fight that's taking place on Saturday night on HBO. As soon as the decision is announced, 5 minutes later, we will be right here on Fight Now TV, or you can catch the stream on BillyCBoxing.com. Check it out. Go to BillyCBoxing.com. Get into the chat room and be part of the show. We're going to be opening up the phone lines. We want to hear from you. So make sure you do it, especially all you guys that don't tune in live, you know? I mean, come on. What else are you going to be doing? You're going to be up. You're going to have a few drinks in you. The fights are going to be over. We're going to have witnessed two great fights with Donaire and also Bam Bam Rios fight. I mean, come on. Tune into the Fight Now post-fight show right here as soon as the fight's over. Okay. Thumbs up goes to everyone involved with putting on a huge fight for the flyweight division. Hernan Tyson Marquez against Brian Valora. The two fighters wanted it, the fans wanted it, and the promoters wanted it. And kudos to the WBA and the WBO for both recognizing the fight all around. Thumbs up. What a great fight this is for the flyweight division. I can't wait for this fight. It is, when is it? Scheduled for November 10th, I believe. Was that November? No, it's November 17th. Great fight, man. Got to give kudos to Tyson Marquez and, of course, Brian Valora. And like I'm saying, you know, the WBA and the WBO both working together because we, as fans, want to see these unification fights. We got, these sanctioning bodies claiming that they got the best fighter, and when they go up against each other, it's only good for the sport. And by the way, they both get their sanction fee. So, hey, thumbs up to everybody involved with that one. Thumbs up to a big weekend of boxing beginning tonight. We got Showtime, we got HBO, we got the Wannabe Boxing Network in Wealth TV, you got Box Nation over in England, all that stuff. A lot of action scheduled. Should be a very good weekend for boxing. So thumbs up to all those networks and television stations that are broadcasting the fights this weekend, and especially thumbs up to Fight Now for doing the post-fight show right here on Saturday night. And finally, I'm giving a thumbs up and a thank you to all the fans that listen or watch this show that will be joining us on the Fight Now post-fight show in the chat room on BillyCBoxing.com. Don't forget, 5 minutes after the Nonito Donaire and Nikashoka fight that's going to be taking place on HBO, as soon as the decision is announced, 5 minutes later, we're going to be live. So go to Fight Now TV if you have it. If you don't, call your television provider or go up to BillyCBoxing.com, get into the chat room, be part of the show, man. You're going to love it. We got ringside guests calling in that are going to be at the event. We got other well-known people calling in. Harold Letterman, I'm trying to get a hold of him, and Max. We'll see what's going on. We're starting so early with them that they may not have a chance because they got the post-fight meetings with HBO. But we know that John Iceman Scully will be joining us, and as you know, he's the trainer of world light heavyweight champion Chad Dawson. Thumbs down. Thumbs down goes to the media and the press for bombarding featherweight Jorge Pezos. Who's Jorge Pezos? He's the first fighter that's going to be facing Orlando Cruz since Cruz has announced that he was a proud gay man. Pezos handled it fine and said flat out the simple fact that he has declared himself a homosexual doesn't take anything away from him being a great boxer. I give a lot of credit to Jorge Pezos. I mean, I can't give enough credit for him responding in that way. But I have to give a big thumbs down to the media and the people surrounding this. You know, big deal. You know, I mean, I don't care, man. I don't care that he came out. I think that's a sign of strength. It's probably something that's helping him internally. And I got to give a thumbs down to all the people that think it's a big story that they're fighting a guy that's come out of the closet. So thumbs down to the media that bombarded Pezos at the airport. And thumbs down goes to the WBC. Yes, another thumbs down for the classless organization called the WBC. All the other top sanctioning bodies, the WBO, the IBO, the IBF, and the WBF, all support or at least work with each other for unification bouts. The WBC does not. Their new unwritten, or maybe it is written, I don't know, a rule that they have is simply this. If the WBC has a champion, and that champion is fighting another fighter that possesses another belt, here's what happens. If the other fighter wins, the WBC belt is vacated and that other fighter wins the diamond belt. If the WBC fighter wins and they decide to take the other belts that were on the line, then their belt is vacated and they become a diamond champion. If they decide not to take the other belts, then they get to keep their regular old championship. If you don't think that the WBC is slowly destroying the sport for the benefit of the WBC, then you're not paying attention, or you're part of the WBC organization. This is an organization that has to be stopped. This is ridiculous. The WBC is campaigning and parading around like they are the sport of boxing, and they are not. They're just a useless sanctioning body that some people put value in their belts for. They brag about setting up a pension fund that they haven't invested one penny in. They do nothing for their fighters. As a matter of fact, I believe they're prejudiced. I believe they're prejudiced towards any fighter that's not Mexican. And you can look at all their champions and see what I think. See if you agree with what I think. I think it's ridiculous. What boxing needs is continuity, not division. The WBC prides themselves on dividing themselves from everyone else. I understand the principles, and I understand why they want to do that. I don't need Jose to call me up and tell me, oh, well, we're trying to show that we're the best, we're for this, we're for that. Wrong. The problem is that there's too many sanctioning bodies. That I agree with. But it doesn't mean the WBC is going to rise to the top and become the main one. Unfortunately, boxing, we let all of these sanctioning bodies survive. And we created this animal, and we got to live with it. So if we're going to live with this animal, we got to live in a coexistence way, not a division way. And that's what the WBC is trying to do. And anyone that falls prey to it is making a huge mistake. The WBC is the worst thing for the sport of boxing. If they don't straighten their ass out, we're going to have some major trouble with the WBC. And I think it's already starting now with their bullshit fines and everything else. Who the hell are they to fine a fighter anyway? You know, who the hell are they to make a decision? Who the hell are they to say a fighter's got to go to rehab and everything else? They're nothing. They're nothing. They should just be happy that they get money for people fighting for their worthless belts. And by the way, their belts are made like crap anyway. Whoever makes their belts are a garbage manufacturer to begin with. So, thumbs down to the WBC once again. And, you know, no disrespect to some of the other organizations associated with the WBC. You know, it's like there's like the NABF. You know, Mr. Dwyer does a fantastic job. Joe Dwyer is one of the best guys in the sport of boxing. I value his opinions. He's been on this show, and he does a fantastic job with the NABF, and that is associated with the WBC. Jill Diamond, I love her. She's a sweetheart. She does a lot for the Women's Cares group for the WBC. So, you know, it's not the whole organization. It's just the main guys and their outlook on it. So thumbs down goes to WBC. Hey, that concludes our thumbs up, thumbs down for today. Enjoy all the fights. Please don't forget to sign in to the post-fight show. I think you're going to like it, and you'll be hooked. All right? We'll see you all Monday. No, check that. We're going to see you at the post-fight show. That's right. We're going to see you at the post-fight show as soon as Nonito Donaire and Nakashika is over on Saturday night. Tune in to BillyCBoxing.com. See you all then. Ciao, baby.